This is TechCrunch. Amazon's new Alexa Plus powered feature can generate podcast episodes. I'm Imran Sheikh, and your Daily Crunch for Tuesday starts right now. Well, commencement season has come around again, and this year, a couple speakers have discovered, that it's kind of tough to get graduating students excited about a future shaped by artificial intelligence. You see, last week, Gloria Caulfield, an executive at real estate firm Tavistock Development Company, gave a speech at the University of Central Florida acknowledging that we're living in a time of profound change, which can be both exciting and daunting. The rise of artificial intelligence is the next industrial revolution, Caulfield declared, prompting the students in the audience to begin booing, getting louder and louder with the booing, until Caulfield chuckled, turned to the other speakers, and asked, "What happened?" Not to be outdone, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt faced a similar response when he brought up AI at a University of Arizona speech on Friday. It's not exactly surprising to find some students in a booing mood. In a recent Gallup poll, only 43% of Americans aged 15 to 34 said it's a good time to find a job locally, a steep drop from 75% in 2022. Now, that pessimism isn't solely a response to the rise of AI, a shift that even some software engineers are worried about. But journalist and tech industry critic Brian Merchant suggested that for many students, AI has become the cruel new face of hyper-scaling capitalism. Elon Musk's claim that he was mistreated by his OpenAI co-founders failed after 9 California jurors returned a unanimous verdict that his lawsuits had been filed too late. You see, Musk accused Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, OpenAI, and Microsoft of stealing a charity by creating a for-profit affiliate of the Frontier AI Lab. Jurors, however, found that any harms that Musk may have suffered came before the deadline for filing his claims under the law. While the trial delved deeply into the melodramatic history of OpenAI and featured testimony from leading figures in Silicon Valley, it ultimately turned on fairly narrow questions of the law. The trial focused on whether and when Altman and the other defendants had made and broken promises to Musk, but his case failed to convince jurors that he had a valid claim. In particular, OpenAI had advanced a statute of limitations defense, which sought to prove that any harms Musk sought to litigate had taken place before 2021. The specific date varied by the charge. Before August 5th, 2021 for the first count, August 5th, 2022 for the second count, and November 14th, 2021 for the third count. Ultimately, the jury found that argument persuasive, which made for a short deliberation period. Now, the end of the case means that one major threat to OpenAI, a possible restructuring, is now off the table ahead of its reported IPO. Microsoft, which Musk sued for aiding and abetting OpenAI's alleged breach of charitable trust, welcomed the verdict, of course. A spokesperson for the company said it remained committed to our work with OpenAI to advance and scale AI for people and organizations around the world. The verdict came in the middle of a hearing to determine the potential damages to Musk if the verdict had gone the other way. While that discussion is, moot for now, the judge appeared unconvinced by the analogy Musk's lawyers drew between his charitable contributions and investments in a for-profit startup. Amazon announced the latest update to Alexa Plus on Monday, the ability to generate podcast episodes on demand. The new feature, called Alexa Podcasts, is rolling out to customers in the U.S. today. Amazon describes the capability as a way to turn any topic you're curious about into a podcast episode ready in minutes. Now, to use the feature, all users have to do is ask Alexa Plus to create a podcast about a topic they're interested in. Users don't need to upload documents, write scripts, or plan anything ahead of time. Instead, Alexa Plus researches the request, gathers the info, and generates a quick overview of what the episode will cover. From there, users can tweak things like the length, tone, and focus of the episode. The feature is just another example of how Amazon is trying to turn Alexa Plus into more than just a voice assistant. Instead of only answering questions or controlling smart home devices, Alexa Plus is starting to act more like a personalized AI content creator. At the same time, the launch is likely to spark some debate. AI-generated voices and automated content continue to raise questions around ethics, accuracy, and the future of traditional creators. There are also concerns about how reliable AI-generated podcasts will be, especially when covering news or complex topics. Amazon emphasized its partnerships with major news organizations to improve content accuracy and reliability. The company says Alexa Plus can access real-time information through agreements with outlets including the Associated Press, Reuters, The Washington Post, Time, Forbes, Business Insider, Politico, USA Today, Condé Nast, Hearst, and Vox Media, alongside more than 200 local newspapers across the U.S. Now, beyond podcasts, Amazon says it's exploring additional forms of personalized AI audio, including custom news briefings and content generated from users' own documents and shared information. And folks, that's your Daily Crunch. Today's stories were reported by Tim Fernholtz, Lauren Forrestal, Anthony Ha, and more awesome TechCrunch journalists. We'll see you here tomorrow, same tech time, same Crunch channel. And until then, find us at TechCrunch.com.